Hello, everybody. Today we are at Odessa, part of Ukraine. This is a Ukrainian emergency services helicopter, Mi-8, Mi-17, and it's can be rigged out with different things added onto it, which I'm going to do and show it to you as we add it on. But yeah, it's a nice modeled helicopter. It's not super or anything, not super detailed, but it's pretty daggone good. The inside, especially, is spot on. I've been in Mi-8 before, and they've definitely got the cockpit done up good. So that's always a good thing for immersion. So anyway, let's take a look inside. This is the cockpit area here, of course. Lots of stuff to look at. Lots of things to push and turn up and turn down and you name it. This is what happens to you when you do it for years. Your arm gets stuck in that position. But he's a good co-pilot. More stuff up here. But yeah, they've got this thing set up pretty decent. I like it. So let's go in the back. This is the crew chief. And the flight engineer. And we got some onboard fuel with us. Not that I'm going that far. And then there's some interesting things over here that you can add. Put seats on both sides. Heat dissipator. We're going to put them on. We're going to put a hoist and a winch on. We're going to put the radome on. And we're going to put dust protection on. You'll see why later. And then we can put chaff and flares. We can put weapons pylons on here. We can put weapons on it. We could put a water tank in it if we want to take some water someplace, drop it off. Somebody needs it. It's pretty cool. We can yeah, excuse me, a lot of tacos. Yeah, he's a little, I think he's a little upset, but anyway, we got a big bear in here. We'll keep him at the zoo. We can put a generator in, and this generator can also be used outside to use it as external power if you want to. And then last but not least, how can you not fly around with a vintage VW? Oh yeah, I used to have one of those, a 69. That was a good year, by the way, 69. So anyway, now I'm not going to go through the startup procedure today. It's not that difficult. It does take some time to do it, but I'm going to do an auto start. Let these guys get paid to fly. Exactly this guy right here, because I feel bad for him with that arm like that. So I'm going to let him start it up, and we'll take off and do a little flight. And it won't be a very long one, because I'll be honest with you, I've only flown this thing a couple times just around the pattern, and it takes a little bit of getting used to. It's not even close to the Bell 47. So I'm not quite sure what she's turned on here. I know the APU is running, but it doesn't sound like they fired the engines. So I don't know whether I gotta fire this guy or not, but let's see if I can move things along here. First things I'll check. Yeah, batteries are up. I gotta get the inverters up. She won't start without those. Okay, we got lights on. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is put this onto crank. I'm gonna put it on the right engine first. We're gonna hit start. And then we're gonna look up, way up there, and make sure that they're in the proper position, which they are. Whoops, sorry about that. Now we're going to switch to the left engine, start that bad boy up. Hopefully once things get going, these will light up right here. Okay, the APU finally ignited. Blades are turning. You can hear something similar to a turbine cranking. One thing I will tell you from flying helicopters for real, these big helicopters with the back doors open, they're famous for drawing in the beautiful smell of fuel. So we're going to shut that back door. I guess we'll make the VW disappear too. Okay, let's go outside again and see what we're doing. Not very good. Okay, let's see here. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. We'll see. Yeah, buddy, she lit up that time. This is a pretty noisy helicopter on the outside. The dust covers, air inlet covers, put the screens on them, and then the platelets up front. We put the winch on right here, and from what I understand, that's going to be functionable soon. We'll wait and see about that. It's a big helicopter. You look at them out here by themselves, they don't look like they're that big. Okay, so we're looking for 100%. And let me see, she even started. Yeah, she's coming up. She's at 45–50%. And then we look at these two pressure gauges here. Make sure they're about 60, which they are. So far, she's happy. RPM's coming up to 80, slow going. I wonder if I should call for a pushback. It always amazes me when you're on the airliners and you have your AI co-pilot running things. They could be out in the middle of the desert with nothing around them and they'll ask for a pushback. Cracks me up. But it's fun. You can slide these windows back. You know, in case it's not noisy enough for you. Give this guy a headache over here too. Poor guy. He's got to be in cramps by now. Well, I think she's turning about as fast as she's going to turn. I'd like to say 100%, but I didn't say 100% on the last flight I made either. I'm not quite sure why. Might be something that I'm doing, something I haven't turned on. So our temp gauges are up out of the zero range, which is good. The cool thing is they give you an altimeter in meters and one in U.S. standard, which I can read. And then, like I said, the RPM gauge is shy of 100. I don't know if I can bump that up with the cyclic or not. The governor's on. I wonder if I can. Doesn't look like I can. Turn it. That's about all I can get out of it, I guess. Hopefully she'll come up to 100, but you can get away with it. Okay, so let me turn this away from this this young man here on the tow vehicle. I'm kind of sorry that I had the radios on, so now I got to play their game. But we'll do it. But if you can't hover, if you're not good at hovering, this is a good helicopter to have. Just stay on the ground and go where you want to go. It's a little tricky to get it to start to move because as you're pulling your collective in, the nose of the aircraft wants to come up. So you have to be very gentle on the throttle. And then when you turn, you have to be careful because she will want to tilt on you a little bit. Thank God, we're not in Philadelphia or Chicago, someplace having to taxi all the way across the airport. Oh, baby. Slow down. That noise that you hear comes in and out is the radio altimeter, and I can't figure out how to turn it off. But they will drive you crazy. Almost sounds like a little sonar going on. Alright, I'm going to cheat and pull right out on the center line. See if we can take off without getting yelled at. You can see how easy she will pick up on the ground. We have to be really, really easy on the collection. The cyclic moving on this particular stick I've got. When I'm flying helicopters and certain planes, I use the Thrustmaster stick. All other planes I use the Turtle Beach. Oops, sorry about that. Alright, let's just pick her up to hover and do a quick check. Go right. You can see the dust outside, kicking up, go backwards, and a little forward. And we'll go back to the center line. Just a little bit of wind there is what is pushing it to the side a little bit. That's alright. We will compensate. Now blow me around. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I know. I figured you would say that. But my AI co-pilot saves me because she calls departure control right away. So he doesn't keep saying that over and over again like they did in the old simulator. So you can see adding a little pitch or a little pull on the collector gets you altitude quick. Just as if you drop collective, she will come down quick. So the cyclic is sensitive, the collective is sensitive. The rudder pedals are, they're not bad, but that can be adjusted. Alright, we'll keep moving here. Take a short hop around the airport.
Odessa Center, Lot 747. Requested clearance to transition
I guess because of where I am, maybe I should have put shaft of flares on. I think I'll be alright.
Charlie Airspace, Lot 767.
I'm going to work on getting that 100% on the RPM. You really do need it. Just 10% of that is in a helicopter. It's a pretty good loss of power. So. Alright, so I'm going to add collective here. Try to keep the nose down. You can see the altitude coming up fast. And I think I've mentioned it before in some of my other videos. When you're flying helicopters and you get up to altitude, they just seem like they're trying. It's like, God, I gotta go faster. I'm not moving. It just looks like you're going so slow. But in reality, you're really not. It's just for some reason the fixed wing. You feel that motion, that movement, like, okay, I'm going 100. Excuse me. But there's some pretty big cities. Of course, I think it's the largest shipping area for Ukraine. Of course, it is close to the coastline, so. It can get squirrely on you pretty quick. You notice just as soon as I switch that, just a little bit of movement in my stick, and it can get wacky on you. Oh. It's not like you could do a lot of sightseeing, on the outside while you're flying, unless you stand with a fixed wing. And the other thing I'm going to try to do is dial it down a little bit on my actual stick. I've got the stick set up for the 407 and the 500. And I've got them tamed down pretty good, but this one didn't need to work. I've not done any auto rotations in this thing yet. That'll come later. And I feel more comfortable in it. Right now it's just very twisty. But that'll go away as more stick time again. Let's go down and go fast. Scenery's pretty good here. Not bad. Alright, I'm just going to do just a normal cyclic climb. No collective, just cyclic. Keep pitching up. we'll get to a pretty much a hover here. We'll let that nose come up and just sit there for a second and just start dialing in the throttle. And select it. Try not to go down, try not to go up. Taking the view. And to get moving again, just push that nose down. Not quite to that extreme, but push it down. Let your airspeed come up. And then, like I said, you'll swear to God you're hardly moving, but check out your speedometer, and it'll show you you're actually moving forward. Alright, well, we're going to go back in and land. And to be honest with you, the reason that I am is because I'm getting cramps in my little finger, my pinky finger and my ring finger for some reason. Of course, you never want a death grip on the cyclist. Not help you fly a helicopter at all. You gotta have light fingers on it. But it's hard to do when you're flying something like this for the first time and you're trying to figure it all out. Very easy to get this thing to start pinwheeling on you. If you put just a little bit too much rudder in with the power, they'll start pinwheeling on you pretty quick. Do a wheel landing here. Steer it with your rudder pedal. Keep that power kind of neutral. God, that's gotta hurt. That's really gotta hurt having your arm up like that all the time. Okay, that's about all I'm going to do on this for the first flight. And once I get used to it, I might do some small cross-country flights up in the countryside of Russia or Ukraine or wherever, where they normally use them. They really do use the Mi-8 and the Mi-17 for commercial travel to a lot of the remote countryside places because it's cheap. Fairly cheap to fly in these things. So just like the Antonov 2, that plane's really used a lot to transport people around in remote areas. So once I get used to it, I might go a couple cross-country trips out in the boonies someplace, or maybe do some scenario type stuff with, like carrying a bear around with you, or a VW. What the heck? Okay, well, that's all I'm going to do. I hope you enjoyed the flight. If you're a simmer, it's not a bad helicopter. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it. And they have a lot of things they're supposed to change and do, add on things. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, everybody. Talk to you later.